Hi Instagrammers, hi YouTubers, hi Facebookers, how are you? I hope you're all well. So, as I am recording this, I'm going to go with the right day. It's the 18th of November and it's about, the last time I looked at the clock, it was coming up to about 10:30, 11:45. So, it's the 18th of November. So it's still Trans Awareness Week. So apologies for people who saw my post earlier in this week, at the beginning of Trans Awareness Week, which was Sunday the 13th of November. I said I was going to do a series of videos. Well, I was hoping to do some videos. Life has got in the way, so I am doing this one, and I'm doing this one now later than I was hoping to. I was hoping to do a lot more videos, but I've decided to wrap them all up into one and just basically explain to you in this week of awareness what trans means to me personally. So it's difficult to say in just a sentence. Well, no, I suppose you could say it in a sentence. It means I'm content with myself. I'm happy with who I am. It's taken me a long time to get to this stage in my life. Whereas a 46-year-old trans woman, I can sit back and look in the mirror and go, I'm happy with who I am, who I've become, and it doesn't matter what kind of comes my way, and there is some crap in my life, I can get through it knowing I am whole. I am me. I am happy with who I am. But it also means a number of other things to me. Not just the feeling of contentment and being at one with yourself and at peace with yourself. It means revolution. There is a sort of revolutionary aspect to being trans. I think some people would agree. The sort of mucking up the gender binary, if you like. Transgressing the gender spectrum or the gender binary, if you like. Moving from one gender to another. Really confusing people because I've gone from being a male with all the privilege, a white male with all the privileges that bestows, and I've now become a white trans woman, and I've shifted. And so to some people, it's not true, but to some people in our society, I've gone down a class structure, down a peg or two. Why have I given up such a pristine position to be in the state I am now? In this country, one of the most maligned groups of people in the country. Why have I chosen to do that? That would confuse people. That's a revolutionary act. It does mean that aspect of revolution to it. It suits my revolutionary tastes. I've been a revolutionary, I've been a socialist, I've been active in politics since I was 13. So there is that aspect to it. What else would you say there was, Lenny? Ola, sorry, that's my nickname. What, if you don't know? Most of you know, it doesn't matter. It's what I'm known on Twitter and Instagram. It also sums up a lot of different things in the sense that how you carry oneself. The other thing I like about being me as a trans woman is the fact that there's no bullshit. You can't accuse me of catfishing, as it were, or trying to trick, say, a guy into a date and make him think he's going with a cisgendered woman. There's no bullshit with me. You walk into a pub, you see me straight away, you know. Most people know that I'm trans. They can see it straight away. So much to the point where I get misgendered a lot, which is really annoying. Especially when I'm on the phone, because I don't do anything about my voice. Another aspect of me which I'm comfortable with in my transition, I don't care about my voice. My voice is the tool I use to work, whether it be on radio, whether it be on podcasts, or whether it be on here, on the screen. It's the tool I use. So I don't really want to alter it. And a lot of people around here on the South Coast have kind of, to some degree, some people have grown up with my voice. So I don't want to change it necessarily. So I'm happy in that aspect, but there's no bullshit. There's no bullshit. You know straight away. If you're a guy and you want to hit on me, you know before you come up to me straight away, you know that I'm a trans woman. And I'm open about that and I don't care. The concept of being trans is to trans over transition between the binaries. I've kind of done that, but I've not gone the whole way as some of my friends, one of my friends in particular, would think. So, and as you've seen from other videos, I'm not going for that sort of. So that I'm always, you know, if God could wave their magic wand, but they're not going to. If I'm going to be always in this state of transition, so I am a trans woman because I am more aligned to the female gender in that sense. In my mind, in my dress, in my presentation, in my style, and to some degree the way I carry myself, and also the way I'm treated. And to me, my family had a lot of issues. There's a lot of darkness in my family, from all sides of the family. From me, from my parents, all sorts. It's not good. I've had abuse in my life, at home and at school. And so, to some aspects, I always try to get away from my family. And more so since I transitioned, because of certain things. My brother, spot on with pronouns, never gets a foot wrong, he's brilliant. My sister, not so great. Which is really annoying because of other circumstances in our family that means she should know better, but she always slips up and I don't like it. So I've always tried to get away from my family to some degree or another, for some reason or another. And in so doing, I have always tried to seek family and community elsewhere, out in society, if you like. Now, to some degree, I tried to do that when I moved away to Wales. That didn't work out so well, but a good thing did come from it. When I came back to England, I tried to find. I was stuck with going back with my family after spending a period of independence. I had to go back with my family for a short period before I could move on. And again, I was trying to escape that family aspect that I'd been thrown back into, and I was trying to create another community. And to some degree, that's kind of why I started flirting with Judaism, liberal and reform Judaism. I quite liked Judaism. I'd studied it at school. I liked the iconography. I got the word right this time. If you watched the previous video, you'll know I didn't get that word right first time. The iconography of it all, the style, the ways of worshipping, the clothes, the mannerisms. So I was always looking at that aspect of community, of camaraderie, of empathy with each other. You kind of get where each other's coming from. So that was an aspect of it. And then my life kind of died and just collapsed in the euphoria of realisation thanks to a girl who I owe a lot to, and the failure to achieve the realisation that I was trans and the identity that I needed for myself. And so there was a long period where I was kind of stuck in limbo. But when I transitioned the first time, I very much did it on my own. There was a little bit of connection with other people who, like myself, when I started with Chrysalis, which is now Beyond Reflections. When I went to the first meeting of Chrysalis back in 2005, 2006, I think it was 2006, I think. I can't remember. I can't remember if it was 05 or 06, one of the 2 years. And there was a sort of, you could see in the first meeting that we went to, that all the girls, it was all girls, all trans girls that were there. We were all getting each other's numbers and trying to contact each other. But really, the only community as such for the majority of trans folk, like myself at that time, back in 2004, 2007, was online. It was predominantly all online, on websites and stuff. So there was a detached feeling from it. However, when I transitioned the second time, back in 2012, 2013, totally different. Went back to Christmas, met a load of people, got tons of friends, a whole community opened up to me. which was not actually what chrysalis was for, and they wouldn't have liked you doing that, but that's what we were all doing. And since that, I have never looked back. I have never looked back. It's affected my bond with my family, especially since the death of my brother, Bubba, my brother producer Matt, as some of you will know him. Since he died, there has been a distance from my family, but that has been buoyant by the fact that my chosen family, as we all tend to call it in the LGBT plus community, is so strong, so powerful, and so resilient. Most of the people I know are trans women who have been through all stages of transition, out one side, in the other, all of it. My partner is trans. We get each other. We empathise with each other. We know where each other is coming from. There's no bullshit, as I said before. There's no bullshit. And it works. And we will do anything for each other. And, you know, I can't, to sum it up in a simple way, I couldn't rely on my family. I don't like saying this, but I'm going to say this. I couldn't rely on my family if I was in a really bad hole. I don't think I could. Certain things have happened recently that make me think, no, I couldn't. Not if I was in a really shit show, I couldn't. But things have happened in the last few years where I've been in a situation where I've felt that I couldn't contact my family, where my friends have helped me out, no questions asked, no bullshit, no questions asked. What do you need? I'll give it to you. I'll help you whatever I can do. And that is the big difference when you look for community and in chosen families. We are prepared to go that extra mile for our siblings because we love each other and we understand where each other's coming from. And that is so important in the relationships that we form, because we have such a hard time of it in cisgender normative life. It is very difficult. The media is always attacking us. We can never get a break. And so we rally around each other. And that's why it's so important for us. And that aspect of it is probably one of the other reasons why I'm so content in my transition. And why I don't care if I'm a trans woman. I will always say that. It doesn't matter where I am. If anybody asks me, I am a trans woman. I am proud of that. I don't care what anybody else thinks or whether I should be saying that or I shouldn't be. I love it. I am a trans woman. That is who I am. It doesn't make up every aspect about me. There's a lot more things going on there. But when it comes to identity, to some degree, I am a trans woman. That is my flag. And that is my flag. And these are my community flags. And these are the flags of my friends. And that's very important to me. And so during what's left, if you watch this during what's left of the week of Transgender Awareness Week, I just wanted to say I love being a trans woman. I have never been so happy as I am now. And it doesn't matter what could come my way. I love being who I am and how I identify. And if that rubs people up the wrong way, sod you. Please like, share and subscribe. Some people say I should say that earlier in the video, but I don't like hassling people. I like to leave it to the end to see who's watched this to the end, because I don't think all of you watched it to the end. Please like, share and subscribe. Have a great time, everybody, and I'll see you again real soon. Goodbye, everyone.